Stop trying to sound like your favorite screamers. If you look up to Chester Bennington, Will Ramos, Corey Taylor, Ollie Sykes, most people think they need to sound exactly like their idols to be good, but that's actually holding you back. So I'm going to show you what you can copy, what you can't copy, and why your unique voice is actually better. So I used to think it was impossible to sound like anyone else but myself, purely based on principle. Then I was able to imitate Will Ramos pretty well. Wow, that's a feeling! But after I learned more, I realized something. Although I could get a similar technique as many people, I wouldn't sound exactly like them. So, can you sound exactly like the people you look up to? Well, the answer is it depends on what you're trying to copy. Let me break it down. What you can copy. So, for many metal screams, the bass distortion sound is very similar to white noise, where there's no pitch. There's no pitch there. If the person you're trying to imitate has pitchless screams, as long as you can make that same pitchless bass distortion and shape it correctly using your mouth, tongue, jaw, etc., you can actually get a pretty similar sound. So you can copy the technique, the distortion type, and the mouth shape. Okay, so here's what you can't copy. So things get interesting once you start to add pitch. When you add pitch or voice, this is when you'll start to hear bigger differences between how you sound versus how other people sound, even if you're using the same technique. This is because everybody has different voice types. Some people are basses and baritones, other people are tenors and sopranos. And no matter how hard you try to sound like someone else in this case, you won't be able to do it. But believe it or not, that's actually a good thing. So let's take someone like Chester Bennington, for example. What makes him so special? Well, one of the things is that he has a very unique voice. You can imitate him all you want, but you'll never sound exactly like him. But guess what? If he were to try and imitate you with all his might, he would never be able to do that either. This is because just like there's only one of him, there is only one of you. And if you use your unique voice and spend your music career trying to imitate someone else, that would be a waste of your unique sound. So take influence from these vocalists, learn their techniques, but ultimately make it your own. That's way cooler. Because the thing is, I've got many videos on my channel that go over techniques that I believe other vocalists are doing, but whenever I imitate them, I always have kind of a uniquely me sound. Another thing is, if you try and imitate someone else's pitch exactly, it might not be the best and most comfortable fit for your range. But when you listen to the vocal range of your voice, things will feel a lot more comfortable. All right, so here's what we cover. What you can copy: pitchless screams, techniques, distortion types, and mouth shapes. What you can't copy is voice type, natural pitch, since everyone's got a unique voice. And this is good because there's only one of you. Your unique sound is your strength, not a weakness. So with that being said, not only does everybody have different voices, but everybody has different habits. So these habits can make it easier or harder to unlock different techniques. So if you're struggling with finding your unique sound or need some extra help for your vocals, I've got a free training in the description that'll show you also how to get free live feedback from me if that's what you're interested in. Check that out.